It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and it's really going to be feel good now. We have somebody very, very special who is here to showcase some incredible acting chops on the couch. When I say chops, I don't mean the stuff you braai. I mean the stuff that you actually act out. It's amazing. The problem is for Graham and I is that at the moment, we've never felt this terrible looking in our lives before.
Insecure.
I'm very insecure
right now, yeah.
because we have somebody that has 3 names. We could have used 2, but we can use 3 because he's that good looking. Anton David Jeftha, that's his name, right? Remember all of the names. And look at that man. There are many, many people on this planet, right, who wear shirts with stuff. He doesn't.
No,
he just wears things and then he puts it over his already chiseled abs and pectorals, which is wonderful. He's been on our screen for over a decade. Many beloved telenovelas, acclaimed television shows. He's got multiple projects in the pipeline still, and he's joining us this morning and in your dreams. It's Anton David Jeftha. Welcome.
What an intro, guys.
I know,
Thank you so much.
We practiced.
It's very early for so many compliments. Well, at least you guys have hair and I don't.
Well, partially. We like a
I
sliding
mean,
harsh.
I'm
We like
hanging on.
a sliding scale.
Hanging on by a thread.
You know? Yes, exactly.
So, and that intro, I would imagine, made a lot of other actors feel just as insecure as well. Like, when you say, I've got work in the pipeline as an actor, people are like, how? What do you mean? This is South Africa. Clearly, you are thriving, buddy, so thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We love you. Thank you for being so beautiful.
Thank you.
Because I know that's a thing for you. Buddy, how are you, bro?
Yeah.
I know it's been the craziest world in our industry.
Yeah.
Where do you find yourself?
I mean, I'm back on the Expresso show, so I'm obviously blessed.
You must be hot
Yes.
right now.
I'm very happy to be back. And life is good, man. It's like, I guess it's what you make of it. Obviously, yeah, things have been kind of slow in the industry. Things have been tough for many.
Yep.
Got a lot of actor friends who haven't worked since before COVID. So I can say that I've been blessed. I've been busy. And I've been doing a lot of things other than acting. You know, you have to pivot and you can't just do one thing.
You got to
Not in this
expand.
economy.
You got to expand.
You gotta
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, you have to do that. I'm so tempted to ask you what those are, but I'll get there in a second. But let's focus on acting. You've been around for, over a decade doing this thing. You've been working with so many industry stalwarts as well. Just in terms of your own craft, when work is few and far between for so many, you still want to work and hone your craft.
Yeah.
So what do you do to sharpen your acting sword, so to speak?
I sulk firstly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Firstly, I sulk.
Very
Just got method, yeah.
Yeah, you go. You go through the motions.
Yeah.
Of, you do feel low and depressed when the phone stops ringing. For sure. But then you just gotta, I guess, just pull yourself towards yourself and just work on you.
Yes.
There's this funny dichotomy, is a nice word.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so early in the morning.
That's one.
Right.
Is
How
that
do
the
you
word of the
juxtapose
day?
that?
That's the word of the day.
Okay, nice.
So it's like everything is based on like the external things with this industry, external validation, everything on the outside. But I think during those times, you just got to look in and work on self. And that's what I do. I get back to hobbies of the past. Right now I'm doing martial arts again, which is
Brilliant.
Lovely.
That's the vibe for me as well. That's the key, eh? I think
love it.
holds the key, bro. Which martial art do you do?
I do MMA and I do K1 kickboxing and a little bit of boxing, dabbling in that as well.
Just not in the face, eh?
Not in the money maker.
Don't hit me in the face,
no.
man. Don't hit me in the face.
Contracts in place.
There is this dichotomy
Oh,
playing
stop
out
it.
right now,
Stop.
where it feels like LA wants established actors that nobody knows about, which kind of feeds the South African model beautifully, because we've got guys with an amazing body of work who have proven their chops.
Oh, yes.
Who have bribed their chops many times over.
Laughed me in the chops.
Yeah, exactly. And they want someone who can deliver, that can have that X factor, that they can back. And it feels like now more than ever there is an opportunity for South African actors. And we've seen that, Tisus, and the people like Civ, guys dominating this. Do you feel like, for you, I know you've spent a bit of time in LA, and hopefully you're going to be bouncing between the two and not leaving us entirely, but does it feel like there is a line, a trajectory towards Hollywood now?
I think the world is opening up more. People are more interested in the South African and African stories in general.
For sure.
I think I'd like to go on a limb and say that Hollywood's kind of bored with itself.
Yeah.
I mean, they're telling the same stories over.
Collapsing
and over.
in on itself, maybe.
I think so. And there's more. We've got so many original stories here, and people are more interested in seeing what our cultures are about. So now's a good time for Africa, I think, for film and art in general. So. Whether or not I'd go back and live there on a full-time basis, we'll see. Because I did it for 6 years. I had a great time out there, and I did some work out there. But I'm also happy to be home and happy to reconnect with my own roots and tell stories that are more important to me. You know?
Yes.
Like, we're always trying to tell their stories better than they tell their stories. It's never going to happen that way. We've got to tell our stories and educate the audience, I think.
Well, South African kids need to see themselves represented in
Yeah.
their own story.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing for me. Now, we joke about representation, but it's probably the most important element right now, I think, in world media. And you've got to be beautiful, man. You just got to try. So if you want to be a successful actor, you've got to try really hard to be really, really good looking.
It's tough.
Just like it
It's
is.
not
Yes.
easy.
It's very difficult, man.
The weight of your good looks on your shoulders. I don't know how that works, but
That
you know
would be
that Hollywood is RDJ. We have ADJ. You know what I'm saying?
Now you can never drop this middle name. It's done. It's done. We love having Anton. If you want to show him some
you,
love,
guys.
please do. He answers DMs, no matter how weird and strange. Just go over there and have a little bit of fun. It's a safe place. Now we're going to continue with the feel-good vibes, because it is your feel-good breakfast show, even more so because of this guy. Thank you, lad.
Thank you, guys.